Good morning, student. In my previous video, in compounds chapter, I was explaining about how would you prepare hydrogen chloride gas. I had explained the general method of preparation of hydrogen chloride gas. First, I had explained by direct combination of hydrogen with chlorine in direct sunlight, the reaction is explosive and it forms hydrogen chloride gas. Afterward, that preparation is possible in diffuse sunlight. One more question I given. It is possible that we can prepare hydrogen chloride gas in dark by using hydrogen and chlorine. Hydrogen and chlorine gas. Yes, it is possible to prepare in dark when activated charcoal used as a catalyst. Afterward, occurrence of hydrogen chloride gas. Now, I am going to explain about lab preparation of hydrogen chloride gas. How would you prepare hydrogen chloride gas? This is symbol of gas, and this is symbol of precipitation, means precipitation reaction. The hydrogen chloride gas. One diagram I had explained. Very easy diagram, nothing is there. But first you try to know how we are going to prepare hydrogen chloride gas in the lab. See that we prepare hydrogen chloride gas by action of rock salt or normal salt with concentrated sulfuric acid. Concentrated sulfuric acid. It gives sodium hydrogen sulfate. It gives sodium hydrogen sulfate and hydrogen chloride gas. Remember that the temperature should be less than 200 degrees Celsius. See that the arrangement I had made, round bottom flask, I had clamped it on a stand. This one, the tripod is stand, and here I have put wire gauge. You know the function of the wire gauge. The function of wire gauge is to distribute the flame. Distribute the flame. Now here Bunsen burner. Wire gauge distribute the flame of the Bunsen burner. So here round bottom flask. Just I clamp it on a stand. The mouth of round bottom flask connected with crystal funnel and delivery tube. The other end of the delivery tube connected with another jar. It's containing concentric sulfuric acid. The other mouth of this jar is connected with gas jar. Now see that in round bottom flask we will take rock salt, sodium chloride. First question is that why we are taking as a reactant rock salt or sodium chloride, not another salt? Because sodium chloride is cheap and easily available in the market. Anywhere you can purchase sodium chloride, but other compound you can't get easily. Okay? See that now sodium chloride in the round bottom flask. With the help of crystal funnel, we use our pure concentric sulfuric acid. Here Bunsen burner is working here. Then he expands here hydrogen chloride gas. Here itself expands. But this hydrogen chloride gas contains some moisture. So we are passing this gas in other jar that containing concentric sulfuric acid. What is the function of concentric sulfuric acid? It acts as a dry agent. It acts as a dry agent means it absorbs the moisture whatever present in the hydrogen chloride gas. See that some more dry agent like calcium oxide, calcium chloride, phosphorus pentoxide. Why we are not using this dry agent? because this dry agent react with the hydrogen chloride gas whatever forming and form another compound. See that calcium chloride and water. It's react with this dry agent, so we are not using quicklime means calcium oxide, calcium chloride, phosphorus pentaoxide. This dry agent we can't use because it's react with hydrogen chloride gas. We are using concentrated sulfuric acid as a dry agent. It's absorb the moisture and then here dry hydrogen chloride gas we are collecting in the gas jar. Now some more questions related to this laboratory preparation. First question is that just I say that why we are taking sodium chloride. First question, because it is cheap and easily available. See that we are using here concentrated sulfuric acid. Why we are not using nitric acid? Nitric acid. Remember that concentrated sulfuric acid is a non-volatile. What I say? Concentrated sulfuric acid is a non-volatile, whereas nitric acid is a volatile acid. And hydrogen chloride gas also volatile. Means hydrogen chloride gas and nitric acid both are volatile, so it's volatilized together and we can't prepare hydrogen chloride gas. So we are using concentrated sulfuric acid. Why we are using concentrated sulfuric acid? Because it is a non-volatile. Why we are not using nitric acid? You only write because it is a volatile acid. Now that question. Now next one, remember that the mouth of Thistle funnel should be totally immersed in the solution of the rock salt. Otherwise, hydrogen chloride gas start to come from the Thistle funnel. Suppose up to there, it start to come from this Thistle funnel. So it should be totally immersed in the solution of the sodium chloride. Next point is that what are the method for collection of the hydrogen chloride gas? Page number 150. Given collection of the hydrogen chloride gas, it is collected by upward displacement of the air. What is the method? Upward displacement of air. Displacement of air. Why it is not collected over water? That is a question. Why it is not collected over water? Because just I am going to remove this diagram. Why it is not collected over water? See that because one volume of water can be dissolved 452 volume of hydrogen chloride gas. Means you can say highly soluble in water. So we are not collecting over water. Next question is that in the reaction you have seen that I have written when rock salt react with concentrated sulfuric acid, temperature less than 200 degrees Celsius, it's form sodium hydrogen sulfate and hydrogen chloride gas. What happened if temperature will be more than 200 degrees Celsius? See that when temperature will be more than 200 degrees Celsius, it's form sodium sulfate and hydrogen chloride gas. See that means first point there is a wastage of fuel. When the temperature will be more than 200 degrees Celsius, wastage of fuel. Maybe glass apparatus can crack. Second point, glass apparatus may be cracked. Third point that is important point, it's form hard crust of sodium sulfate. which stick on the side of the test tube or boiling tube, and it is difficult to remove it. So the temperature should be less than 200 degree Celsius. Remember that this is an acidic salt, this one the normal salt. अगर dry agent I say that only concentrated sulfuric acid we can use as a dry agent because it can react with other, see that, like calcium oxide. Already I say that calcium oxide with hydrogen chloride it's form calcium chloride and water. Now with phosphorus pentoxide P2O5 with hydrogen chloride, what it's form? It's form phosphorus oxychloride and metaphosphoric acid. Phosphorus oxychloride and metaphosphoric acid. So we can't use calcium oxide, calcium chloride and phosphorus pentoxide as a dry agent. Next question is that page number 151 given. That line are very important line. That page number 151 given heavier than air. What are the gases which are heavier than air? That is hydrogen chloride gas, sulfur dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, oxygen, chlorine and carbon dioxide. Oxygen, chlorine and carbon dioxide. Remember that these gases are heavier than air. If they are heavier than air, means they are collected by upward displacement of air. Next one, some gases, remember that ammonia gas, HCl gas and sulfur dioxide. These three gases are highly soluble in water. Highly, I am saying that, not only soluble, means 1 volume of water can be dissolved 702 volume of ammonia, whereas 1 volume of water can be dissolved 452 volume of hydrogen chloride gas. Similarly, sulfur dioxide, third one sulfur dioxide. So which one highly soluble? Ammonia, then hydrogen chloride gas, then sulfur dioxide gas. That are given here. Now the gases which are lightly soluble in water, hydrogen, nitrogen and oxygen. See that? Hydrogen, nitrogen and oxygen. These gases are lightly soluble in water. This one heavier than air. I have written lightly soluble in water. Which are the highly soluble? So only ammonia gas, hydrogen chloride gas, sulfur dioxide gas. These are highly soluble in water. Now we are moving towards physical properties of hydrogen chloride gas. So my dear student, first you prepare this reaction and live preparation of hydrogen chloride gas. After that physical property, and then I will explain one experiment that you can write on your lab manual. That experiment only so that is known as fountain experiment. It shows that hydrogen chloride gas is acidic in nature and highly soluble in water. This experiment you can find from this exercise in this chapter. Okay, have a nice day.